Okay, quick video. This is the Massey hydraulic pump that runs the auxiliary, and on our tractor it runs the Easy On high lift loader through the auxiliary remotes. So I've already taken this apart and it's exactly what I figured, but I'll take it apart and try and explain as much as I can. So this is the high pressure relief right here. These are the 4 bolts to take it apart. There's a couple pipe nipples that come out here and here, and a couple tube connections here, and here. And the kitty is always wanting to be involved. So these bolts are quite long. They pass through the pump. There's the high pressure relief spring. There's the back of the pump. There's the piston part of the relief. There's a diaphragm plate. First set of seals on the high pressure side. Here's the gear wheels on the high pressure side. So you can see there's some chatter that's occurred. It's not too bad. The one gear wheel is keyed to the shaft. It's got a woodruff key in it, which is basically a half moon, so that'll be the shear point, for lack of a better term, shear pin. Okay, removing the high pressure half dowel pins for alignment, a copper type sealing surface. Here's the low pressure part of the gear pump. That's the drive shaft that goes over to the gear train or drive train, the multiple gears that come off the Ferguson pump. So you can see the steel bushings have wore into the shaft in several spots. So there's the suspect seal that went just as it lays. So if we look at the gear half, this is common to both high pressure and low pressure, and that's where the seal is broke. So that's why we had a lack of pressure. It was able to pour over between the two halves, the high pressure half and the low pressure half. So I don't know what these are called. I just call them a figure 8. That's what it looks like. So the seal is broken half and that one's distorted. And then you can see the steel inserts for bushings that they have in this, what I think to be aluminum body. So anyways, that's a short video on what happened to the hydraulic pump on the Massey. Is the seal went, which is exactly what I thought. I thought it was actually going to be this seal between the two halves, but it ended up being this seal in this cavity that shares oil between the two halves. So if you can't build high pressure, which I think is supposed to be just over 2,000 psi, I think we were able to get between 13 and 1,500. And the low pressure side, we had adequate pressure for the multi-power and the PTO clutch pack. I don't have the 3-point on the Massey. It's drove off of the Ferguson pump or the Scotch yoke pump. And so if you have lower pressure on your high side and you dial in the relief and it doesn't do anything, that 50-cent seal is probably gone. And I'm not sure if you can buy the seals. I'm sure you can, but like I say, the steel bushings have wore the shafts. You can see right there where the steel bushings are. So the pumps most likely a write-off. There's no core charge anyways, so whoever sold it, I think it was All States Tractor Parts, they're not interested in rebuilding them anyways, so it's just a throwaway.